Okay, here we are at day 16. Donald Trump, you are fired. I totally get it. It really is exhausting facing this. Day in, day out facing it, it is so exhausting, and it makes a lot of sense that there's so many of us that we it's just head down and barreling through it to some extent. Namaste, if that's you. And even I have days like today where I see, oh, no one's watched the one I did yesterday. I liked the one I did yesterday. Or a few days ago, no views. Okay. It's not about the outcomes. Oh, I'm a new friend tonight. This is called a pothos or pothos. This one's called a neon pothos. It's a cutting from a larger plant. Just got him in the soil. Excuse me. It takes some time to put out roots, propagate plants like that, but yeah, it's really exhausting. And I'm gonna go in a couple of minutes because I really, really want to sit for an hour tonight. And then I got an early morning in the morning. Trying to get back in my normal, healthy grooves here is a very rigorous routine that I like to do. And I haven't been doing it. I spent a lot of time in the gym, for instance, and I haven't been in the gym in a while. It's strange for me. Lost some weight. Anyway, the thing that nobody really wants to hear, I think, is that Donald Trump he's a symptom. Mitch McConnell, all these politicians, it's a symptom of a problem. It's so easy to look around and find a scapegoat. Oh, it's the radical libtards, it's the MAGA idiots. It's like, well, that's just I said this before, it's just two sides of the same foolish coin. It's just two vintages of the same kind of stupid, in my opinion. I'm not trying to call anyone stupid, but it is kind of stupid to be that behavior. The reality that is hard to rub shoulders with is we're all to blame for this. It's easy to be like, well, I'm not to blame. I wasn't alive. All this stuff happened before I was even here. Okay. But we're sitting on the sidelines, millions of us, watching it burn, literally. World's on fire. We're watching it get worse and worse and worse. That's why I've been saying, it's a little changes. Your best is always good enough. Little changes. Were you kind to someone today? Did you maybe see something about something going on in the government or in the world and you hit the repost button? That's okay. That's the most that you can do. That's great. Martin Luther King Jr. was right when he said there comes a time when silence is betrayal. We've reached that, guys. I did finish Endgame today. I feel deeply connected to that film, not just because of the gauntlet thing, but the night I saw that in theaters, my life exploded. Whole battle with the gig economy blew open that night. that next day when I woke up, there was major calamity had befallen me. I'm not going to go into it right now. And suddenly I was in big trouble. Back was against a wall. That was over 7 years ago now. But everything we can point to is a symptom of an education problem. We're all to blame. We're all to blame for letting it get worse, for seeing something awful happening and not at least speaking up. Your best is always good enough, and if your best is just to go to your job and go home and pretend that this isn't happening, I know people like that. Okay. But that has led us here. Too much of that has led us here. So is in the most gentle and endearing way possible, calling out my countrymen at the same time. This is all going the way it's supposed to go. So if you can't handle it, you can't face it, you can't do any more than you're doing, it's all right. It's all right. I'm not trying to force anyone. I'm not trying to twist anybody's arm into some sort of act of public service or something. You don't have to watch. You don't have to like and subscribe. You don't have to hit the link I put on Instagram after I film these. Do what feels right for you is what I usually end up coming back to. Advice, almost anyone I ever meet. Excuse me. I said I would talk about some deeper stuff tonight, and I am. So I want to try to keep this a little on the shorter side, since it's a little heavier. It's also very exhausting for me. I took a nap this afternoon. I was up late writing, working on something special. And I had to let go. I wanted to finish it. I got like almost done, and my body was like, I was falling asleep, and it was late. It was after midnight. It's way after midnight, actually, if I'm being full disclosure and being fully honest. And I just had to say, all right, you know what? I have this idea, but I need to listen to my body. It was something I wanted to do. I wanted to do something with social media today, and I had to say, all right, that's a great idea, but maybe not. Let's just relax. Go with the flow here. Start realizing we're swimming upstream on this. Just relax. I don't want you to be afraid if you're watching this. Again, I bow to the light inside of you. That's what namaste means. Maybe you didn't know that. I bow to the light inside of you. But we got these big scary words floating around occasionally. And, pardon me. And a lot of the time, just as with I've talked about the word radical, how that's been stigmatized. It's become like a brand that Mr. Trump and his ilk are like throwing around all these labels. And I'm trying to say, hey, who's putting labels on people? Look at what these media companies are doing. Who's peddling these labels and saying, it's communist, it's this, it's guys, it's all of us. You see something, say something. I'm not saying every single person should wake up tomorrow, go pull a Jerry Maguire at their job. It's a bit of a dated reference now, so maybe you don't And what I mean when I say that is just somebody has like a crisis of conscience in the line of duty. You should watch Michael Clayton, film with George Clooney. This incredible role that they gave Tom Wilkinson, English actor. And he's an attorney defending a big company. Oh man, I'm sorry. Oh, can't help it. And he has kind of a crisis of conscience. He does something kind of crazy. I'm not saying you should do that. A lot of people I know, friends, old friends, have families now. You see, I see purpose in that. I haven't, for whatever reason, I'm so picky about things like romance that I 99.99% of the time, anyone I meet, I'm not interested. I see purpose in this, that I'm here, and that this fight I've been fighting 8 years, 8.5 years, has taken so much from me. I see purpose in it. I don't hate it. I don't resent it. I do struggle with some resentment and some things like that. That's why I meditate. I try to meditate. I'm about to sit for an hour tonight. Try to do an hour in the morning, hour at night. I'm human, just as human as anyone else. But really, it's tough. We're all to blame, and we got these big, scary words floating around. And I think as someone who is no less a stranger to fear than anyone else probably is, I don't want you to feel afraid in a time like this. I don't want you to think that this is the end of days. This is like Armageddon, like it's gonna be, fire raining out of the sky and stuff like that. I want you to be hopeful, optimistic. We're turning a corner here in human history. That's what I really, my bone marrow, I know that's happening. It's beyond belief. It's beyond an intellectual exercise. It's deeper than that. It's like the water table under the rock of all the things that we think. So what I wanted to talk to you about tonight, just briefly, is the misunderstanding in the modern mainstream. And this has had contributions from Hollywood and from modern Christianity. The definition of Armageddon, or doomsday, there's another Avengers movie called Doomsday coming out. I'm happy about that. I can't wait. I bet it's going to be wild. But the definition of that has been conflated or mixed with the definition of the word apocalypse. Apocalypse is a really cool word. It comes from a Greek word that its literal meaning has something to do with the lifting of a veil. The word really only means revelation. It has nothing to do with destruction. Really, it does not. It's silly that we've mixed these ideas. Similar to how if we ask a lot of people what's the difference between belief and faith, they can't give us a straight answer. And if they did, it would be something regurgitated, or a lot of the time they would just sit there maybe and blink because they're not used to thinking independently in their culture, or whatever they do on Sunday mornings and stuff like that. We're not thinking critically enough about these ideas. Apocalypse means revelation, the lifting of a veil. And I look around and I think, well, scary as that might be, I don't want anyone to be afraid. But what is happening right now, if not that? The cloak of all this darkness in the world is lifting. We're seeing how twisted things are. And the more money is involved, the more money is getting involved in government, and big business is influencing government. Rewatched that old wonderful video today, came up from George Carlin, I think it was 2005 maybe, and he's talking about how it's like it's a big club and you're not in it. These wealthy people are running things, and now they're coming for your Social Security, and that's exactly what's happening. So yeah, it's not something we should be afraid of. An age of revelation. It's okay. It's good. It's a good thing for the truth to come out. It's just an inflection point in human history. It's like and what we're trying to do here is we're trying to help, like a seesaw, tip back towards sanity. Trying to be a fulcrum here, something that helps things pivot. That's what I'm trying to do. A lot of us are. It's interesting now, I'm seeing in social media that there's Hindu traditions that have predicted this, that there's this big shift coming, and I didn't even know that. I'm like, well, I knew that without you even telling me. I can feel it. That's been a big pain for me in my life, how much I can feel. And now, returning to meditation practice, first few days, the senses get dialed way up, and it's challenging. So I'm feeling it. Yeah, I wanted to share that with you today. That's what that word really means. Apocalypse. It just means revelation. It doesn't mean destruction. The end of the world as we know it is just the end of the age of corruption and the age of all these monsters, and this like shadow oligarchy is like this many-headed thing. So, operating in the world, all these billionaires and pulling strings behind closed doors. It's like this horrible, twisted thing. It's out of touch with what's going on, or what happens when there is oppression. Lessons of history are lost on people like that. So let's assemble, Avengers, assemble. And that wonderful word from the fictional place Wakanda. Maybe you don't know, you haven't seen these movies, it's fine. There's this word that they recycle from the Black Panther film, Yibambe. It means hold fast or stand fast. Yibambe. 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 We'll be back tomorrow with day 17. Peace and love to all of you. I really mean it. It's okay. Even if no one ever watches this, it's fine. Nobody knows how much longer we're going to be around. It helps me to know that at least this will probably stick around for a while. That I'm doing these talks, so it doesn't matter. The first episode I did on this channel was in June 9th, 2023. It's got like 400 views now or something, or maybe it's only 200. It's like a couple hundred now, though. It's like, okay. So it is what it is. It's not about the outcomes, it's about the doing. Art is do then think, not think then do, most of the time. Or I remember the words of my favorite poet, T.S. Eliot, here, also in the public domain, the love song of J. Alfred Prufrock. Oh, do not ask what is it. Let us go and make our visit. Get some rest, guys. These are going to be some interesting couple of weeks now, but really I think we got about, well, 3 months from now, I don't think Donald Trump is going to be president anymore. And if you are watching this and that ends up happening, you can tell your friends, like, oh, I know somebody who kind of called it. Oh, look at that, we're at 20 minutes again. I'm going to go. Peace and love, rest well. We'll see you tomorrow.